you cannot defend dignity by lowering it. I'm referring to the case of Mutai Kahiga, who gave inflammatory remarks with regards to the death of the former Prime Minister and ODM leader Raila Amolo Odinga. Now, the ODM gave a presser today that as a team was led by Gladys Wanga, that is the deputy chair for ODM. And in this statement, we saw Gladys Wanga so outraged that they also invited the name of Rigathi Gachagua onto this by also saying that anybody who is associating himself with Rigathi Gachagua is by virtue of they say that a friend of your enemy is your enemy, then is their enemy. It is okay to think that way, but again, there was an ultimatum that was given when it was hypothesized or it was thought that Rigathi Gachagua was planning to visit Bondo and give his respects to the already laid Raila Amolo Odinga. Now, Kenyans, I really want you to be very careful with these sentiments from leaders. And first, let me tell you that if you take yourself into a fight with a pig or into a game with a pig, remember the pig is used to playing with mud. Therefore, you will also blemish yourself. And that is what is happening. At the end of the day, these leaders are going to be one. I'm happy the condemnation that has also come from Gitonga Mukunji, an MP, who also said that Mutai Kahiga was wrong, but in the same breath also, Gladys Wanga was wrong. This is a game that is seen to play the Kikuyu and Luya communities against each other. It's like you are starting to give us demarcations of boundaries that we should step or not step. You know, it's like you are telling people from a certain community that don't visit this region. Yet, we know if you are a Kenyan, you have the freedom of movement. You know, this is blunted statements by both Mutahi Kahiga and also Gladys Wanga. The same breath that we are using to castigate and condemn the sentiments made by Mutahi Kahiga is the same breath we should be using in condemning sentiments by Gladys Wanga. Because, as I said in my opening sentiments, you don't defend dignity by lowering it. So, Gladys Wanga was trying to defend dignity by lowering dignity. Now, you ask yourself, all of these hula baloos happening in the realm of politics, who stands to benefit? Then you realize it is these politicians, because to them, you are a bill. To them, you are a capital. And whenever you are united as a people, then they are so much worried. When you come together, then they are thriving with fear. But when you are divided, they are so much powerful against us. And that is why I always tell you nothing is happening by default. Somebody didn't just wake up to give such sentiments. It was well choreographed, given a good timing, and took that opportunity. And that is what they want to ride on. Trust me, these people will still meet in parliament. They will never be permanent enemies or permanent friends. They will be driven by circumstance of interests. So this is a clarion call to all Kenyans of all ages and all walks of life that humanity is more precious than what these Tubocrats are driving us to be. We should be a united people. We should speak one voice. Speaking one voice and speaking one language are different. We may have different languages in Kenya. We may have different tribes in Kenya, but we can resort to speak one voice, which is unity. Let us not allow ourselves to be swayed. I'm happy when I see we as a people condemning leaders who are not driven by integrity, who are driven by emotions. Let us not emulate their emotions. Because remember, I said one thing. If we resort to dealing with emotions, we are always going to be dealing with politics of the nose. And we are going to forget the issues that we are fighting for. Therefore, this is my plea. As a Kenyan, kindly let us not fall into the trap. Somehow, it could be something that just erupted and worked to the advantage of the political class. To Ruto, politically, it may be a plus, hitting one community against the other, making sure that there is nothing left of ODM, making sure it is divided, then beating one community against each other so that he passes in between. And that is it. That is exactly what they want to do. Let us stop putting boundaries and telling people you cannot step in this place. You cannot step in this place. Anyway, I don't know what's your thought. I don't know what's your take. Give me your comment in the comment section below. Thank you for listening to me. Despite that my nose is blocked, this is not normally my voice, but kama kawaida shughuli lazima ipigwe, au sio? So if you love content of this nature, just subscribe and press the notification button, so anytime that we are live or we upload content of this nature, you'll be the very first person to be notified. Ahmed Khalif is my name for the unscripted talks here in Dub Radio. Forgive my bad if some words are not coming out audibly. It's because of the condition I am currently suffering. Tell me, Damamoda, to be here to take away this blockage. It's not Homer. It's not, running nose, but just blocked. Hope I'll be fine. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuhu.
Kwa timba kali za Afrika, Dub Radio ndio mpango mzima.